Hey everybody, it's the D-Rock 100. Welcome back to more of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Last time, we gathered all the stakes in the east. Or was it the east? Yeah, the east. And now, the time has come for us to go after the final locations of the stakes that are found, I guess, technically to the north? Yeah, sort of. And from all of that hard work, it's gonna pay off in the end. So we got no time to waste. We have a little bit of some traveling to do. Oh yeah, we also showed off what is it like having a picnic for the first time. And I have to say, it was a lot of fun, and honestly, starting to get a little bit boring. Okay, I have no hatred for making sandwiches for our picnics and all that, but I say it like that mostly because that. Oh, never mind. Why did I think it would be on the top of that? Oh, that's right, because we saw this one from earlier. Duh. Jeez, I are totally smart. Not. Okay. So I was saying that I don't really mind the idea of making picnics and for sandwiches and all that, but it's just that in my many playthroughs of this game, as well as Scarlet, I kind of gotten bored out of it. And yes, I know, I said before, there will be a time later on where that sort of thing is going to be required, but we'll get to that when we get to that. So go up this way. And we're gonna go right along here. At least, I think it should be up here. Oh, silly me, it's just right underneath us. Haha! Got Heat Wave, ooh, nice moves. Got a Quick Ball, we'll take that. Alright. So these next locations are going to be pretty much around the perimeter of that Castoria Lake. And one of them is going to be right around here. And I think I'll go ahead and see if I can try to fly to a nearby location where I can get to that. So, I guess we can go into the one that's right here. Even though we're technically inside Glaciata Mountain. Or are we inside in Glaciata? Oh. Oh, never mind. I was thinking of the one that's inside the cave. And that's connected to the mountain. Okay. So I have the right idea. And we're losing altitude. Alright. Going up. There it is. Yep. Give me. Thank you. Okay, so far, so good. Alright, which one should I go for next? I guess I can't think of no other better location than to head straight for Castoria Lake's central location. I think right here, I think. In fact, that's sort of where... Yeah, like I said, the one that's the closest by to Castoria Lake is where you find the majority of them. In fact, there's one right there. In fact, I think this is one of the two from we saw from these particular color stakes. It's the one that we saw from before. Okay. The next one is just gonna be off of this island right over here. We should be coming into view. Uh-oh. Come on. Is it on this one? No? Oh! So I was right on that. It's not on top of that. That would have been a little too obvious. What the? I'm collecting the steak while on the steak! I guess it wanted to pour it out of its stomach in order to get it out of it. I have to admit, that's pretty funny. Okay. Our next one is going to be right around here. Nope, nope, no, no, no. Right there. There we go. And of course, we're going to be dealing with a lot of Elusias along the way. Because these guys just really don't want to leave me alone. Any one of those following me? Nope, they're not. Okay. Guess I'll collect these feathers along the way. Didn't even encounter a single Velucia ready to attack me. Well, I guess they probably tried to, but they just suck at it. But I'm still not out of the woods yet. I could probably do something stupid along the way. Alright. Just climb right up here. Oh, hey, look. It's another nugget. Alright. So the last two are going to be at a location that we never really explored much of. But now we got the golden opportunity of doing just that. So we want to go to that little marker right there for where there's a bit of green on top of that plateau. I'm not quite sure I'm really calling that correctly, but okay, how about this? Rock formation. Is that any better? People don't want to try to be technical with me, I swear. Okay. Nope. God damn it. There we go. Get that. Finding some drugs along the way. Hyper potion. Can't say no to that. For 120 HP. PP up, not bad. Alright, got a health feather, a clever feather. That's a Tatsugori. Yeah, I'll let it live. I won't let it pass out in front of me today. Alright. Next one's just gonna be right up here. Alright. Now for the last one. This was a little bit tricky. The location in question we want to go to is roughly around here. There's a little patch of snow that's right by that mountain that's right over there at Glaciado. Uh-oh. So, Carrot Tail. So yeah, this is a location we never really explored much in this Let's Play. I kind of see this as a bit of an unusual remote area, but do I really want to call it remote? I guess one that's never really touched up on. Let's see here. Wakanberry. There's some Fortress. The location of the shrine where we kind of already saw. You go over this way. What are you? Okay. Bet you're a Zorina with queenly majesty. That signature ability really is quite something, to say the least. Alright. Now this should be the last one. Right down here. So, give me. Thank you. Eee. Uh-huh. Hi. Alright, so this is just a shortcut to get through. I guess a shortcut works. Well, anyway, that is all the stakes. Every single one of them. I would like to give a special shout out to Mikey Keefe from Reddit for posting a map of where all the stakes are at, and that was very helpful for this one, for the Let's Play. So, whoever you are, or wherever you are, thank you very much. Shout out to you, buddy. Because you're awesome. Okay. So the shrine is right over here. So, as per usual, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to save really quick. And then, we get into the last treasure of ruin. See you guys in just a moment. And I'm back! Okay. So, let's do it. Our last Pokemon to go after in the Paldea Pokedex. Ancient times of Paldea, a lone Pokemon stumbled across an ancient relic in the shape of a giant bowl. Thinking that it will only give a great use into sharpening its horns, it merged with his head, turning him into a monster of destruction. Those that dared to feast upon its eyes will beg the one question. How big of a powder head can you make while grinding in that bowl of yours? Ting-Lu! The last Pokemon that we've encountered in this journey. Well, at least in Paldea, not in terms of Pokedex Plaza, but in all seriousness, this thing, not for what you would expect at first glance. Level 60, Dark Ground type, Vessel of Ruin for its signature ability. Ruination, Throat Chop, Rock Slide, Stomping Tantrum. This thing is probably one of the best defensive walls that you'll find. And if that bowl in his head isn't that much into giving his away from, it's also good for doing physical offensive uses as well. Of course, Ruination speaks for itself, but really nice choices for that, or Throat Chop and Stomping Tantrum for a starting moveset, but give this thing Earthquake, give this thing Foul Play, you're good to go. kind of break it down a little bit more how it works, especially with that Vessel of Ruin and with that signature ability. It's kind of appropriate that it has one of the worst special offense. Yes, worst special offense and special defense out of most dark types and grass types. And while it does have the capability, and it's of that, and it's of lowering your opponent's special offensive stats, well, I guess for all the Pokemon, that is, it still can't take a lot of special hits for beans. So, if you can get around all that, and even though that I would kind of consider this ability to be the weakest out of all of them, especially since that has no good special offensive capabilities that what backed it up in the first place, you're in for a challenge. Plus, base 45 speed, that actually makes it, I believe, one of the weakest and one of the slowest Pokemon to deal with out of all the other Treasures of Ruin. Kind of sad when you think about it, but I guess then again, that bowl probably does it away like half a ton, but all around, Ting-Lu, it's great. If you know how to use it, be cautious because it's gonna have a good amount of weaknesses, and you gotta deal with it, the fact that it's one of the slowest Pokemon you gotta deal with in the game. Okay, we got no time to waste. Go for the quick ball, or we gonna be 3 for 4 on this? No, we're now 2 for 4. So 50-50 of it. Oh! Alright. Boing! Uh-oh. Bonk! Ha-ha! Ha-ha! Even though that the sun's not kind of coming out already as it is, we're in the shadow. Can this count? I would have been very surprised if it did. Whoa. Alright, also send out droppings out to help counteract it with that stopping tantrum, but then again, it does have Rock Slide, and that's not good. But I'm sure we'll make it work somehow. Ha-ha! Alright. Let's see. Let's try a netball. I haven't used you before. Well, we have. Just not for situations like this. Okay. Uh-oh. I'm not gonna use my Master Ball on you, but I will if I absolutely need to. Which I hope it won't be. Uh-oh. Sure, we'll try the Timer Ball. Timer Ball sucks. Uh-oh. Dive Ball? Why did I think that would work? Alright, let's try a Premier Ball. Let's be stupid. Like, we haven't been stupid enough as it is. It shook once, that's not bad. You know, now that I'm kind of thinking about it, would it be lethal if we tried to hold down the Pokeball when it's on the verge of catching a Pokemon? I mean, I can definitely see why it would be dangerous. Because it'll just burst right out. Oh! Ouch. I think about these sort of things, okay? Don't judge me. This one's actually giving me some troubles. And I like that. Finally, we have a good choice of a legendary Pokemon that actually gives me a challenge for once. Go for an Ultra Ball, I guess. Ah! Uh-oh. gonna hurt. It's already hurting me a lot as it is. 1, 2, 3. Whew. We did it! That's the last one! We did it! We can now claim our final reward. And it is amazing! You completed the Pokedex! That means you've encountered every single Pokemon there is to find in Paldea! Exploring the region on your own 2 feet is a real treasure of an experience, isn't it? You know, I think you deserve a special diploma in recognition of this magnificent achievement. Come see me in the biology lab back at BUQUE Academy when you have some time. Pokedex completion mark has been added to your profile. As a reward for completing the Pokedex, you received a Beast Ball. I've never seen this before. Yeah. It's finally over. Well, then I guess there's really only just a couple of things left for me to do. I might as well run her to go check up on Ryford and tell her the good news. That's all of the treasures of ruin. Actually, you know what? Come to think of it. Nope, I don't want that. I want this. It's not very effective in catching Pokemon, so I consider this more of a trophy in on itself. Do I really recommend that you catch any Pokemon with the Beast Ball? No. I only ever recommend that you use it if you just don't want to be stupid about it. Derek, did you find any of the treasures of ruin? Oh, you got Ting-Lu, the Vessel of Ruin. Oh, how interesting! I simply cannot keep my curiosity under control. Judging by its shape and size, the vessel was almost certainly not for everyday use. Perhaps it was a work of art? Or better yet, a ritual artifact housing some sort of deity? I feel that there must be some meaning behind the horns and the designs resembling eyes. Could it be that this artifact was fashioned after the deity's very appearance? The mystery grows even deeper. My thirst of knowledge is slowly being quenched. Seeing part of history with my own eyes fills me with joy. I thank you, Derek. This is simply amazing. You have now reported back with me with all 4 of the treasures of ruin. I never thought that you would be able to do this much for me. You have my thanks, Derek. I would have liked to go looking for the treasures of ruin myself and make them my own. But I suppose it was precisely because I sent you, someone with a pure heart, that we were able to accomplish this feat. This may be the treasures of my dreams, but I will allow you to have them for now. Consider this a symbol of my gratitude too. Take it, it is yours. Nasty plot. Yeah. Kind of a subtle hint on more about me saying from before that she might actually be a criminal. You truly are an interesting one, aren't you, Derek? I hope you don't mind if I continue to keep an eye on you. We have formed a close bond with Ryford at long last. So before we do anything else, I would like to head back to my dorm room and maybe rest up my Pokemon just for a bit. Why? Because I feel like it, damn it. And so, I might as well check in on Jack. Tell him the good news. Hello, Derek. What? As if you've already registered 400 species of Pokemon to your Pokedex? Wow, you did it! You completed the Pokedex! That's amazing! Really amazing! Research on the Pokemon of the Paldea region is moving ahead like never before, and it's all thanks to you, Derek. You know, I visited this strange shop the other day and happened to pick up a little something. Might not seem much more to get a secondhand gift, but here, from me to you. We get the Shiny Charm! Having one of these mysterious Shiny Charms makes it more likely you'll encounter shiny Pokemon in the wild. I wish I could give you something a bit better for your efforts. Now what's all this commotion about, I wonder? Ah, Director Clavel, this student of mine completed their Pokedex! Upon my word! What a marvelous accomplishment, Master Derek! You really surprised me too, pulling off a feat like this. Well, Mr. Jacques, the light clearly shows how commendable your work has been. Please, allow me to reward you with a small gift. Students who achieve such great feats such as this and deserve to be recognized for their hard work. This congratulatory message, penned by my company that certifies Pokedex completion, is for you. We get a diploma. We hereby certify your achievement of completing the Pokedex. May this great feat be celebrated by all. Thank you, Game Freak. I can reconfigure the Pokedex app so that you may view your diploma there anytime you'd like. Program is another of Georgia Clavel's skills, you know? But anyway, you sure did great with the Pokedex, Derek! If completing the Pokedex is one of the treasures you're after, then I say you have a resounding success of your treasure hunt. Quite right, Mr. Jacques. A fitting comment indeed. If rather surprising coming from you. Well, I am his homeroom teacher, after all. Gotta act like it from time to time, I guess. You may have completed your Pokedex, but there's still plenty of adventure to be had. I hope you'll keep looking for new Pokemon to befriend here in Paldea. I very much look forward to watching you over your continued progress as well. Perhaps it will, perhaps it won't. But I guess there's only one thing left for us to do. We have some heart-to-hearts that we gotta work with. Oh my, if it isn't Derek, hello there. Do you perhaps have a question for me? What were you having trouble with? Let's have a little review here, shall we? Flying type Pokemon weak to rock type moves. When a rock type move hits a flying type Pokemon, what becomes the damage move? It's doubled. Yes, that's right. The correct answer is that the move's damage is doubled. Miss Time! Miss Time! Huh? Oh my, I see one of my more energetic students is here to see me. You have to wait your turn, dear. There's only one of me, after all. Miss Time, is it true that you are a gym leader? That is indeed true. I'm quite the strong battler, you know. Wow, that's so cool! Why'd you quit? So you want to know who do you? I might be persuaded to tell you if you wait your turn. Okay, I'll wait my turn. I sure can. I'm sorry for cutting our conversation short, Derek, but it seems to be in high demand today. Feel free to come see me anytime if you have questions for me. Alright. I guess since you're here, we might as well. Oh, Derek! Did you come all the way into the staff room just to see me? Seems I finally made it into the hearts of my students! That makes me très happy. After all, like I said in class, communication is very important. If there's anything you're confused about in class, or if you're having trouble here at the academy, you can always come here and tell me. Hey, Tommy, Salvatore. Your friend Salvatore, that is, Quesse. keep forgetting that in some cases, some languages actually have some letters silent. But that's not always fully the case. Alright. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of some hopping around and see if I can meet up with some of the other teachers along the way. So, my ultimate goal for this episode is to clear up with the rest of the heart-to-hearts with these professors so we can get them through. Welcome to the home economics classroom. I consider this to be my very own castle of sorts. Master Derek from class 1A. Rumors of your activities always seem to be bombarding me from all sides. Indeed, people from all over have been talking about how strong a battler you are and the amazing Pokemon you take along with you. You are quite the object of everyone's interest, though I imagine it may be a ballast for you. The home economics classroom is something of a place to rest for the academy students, you see. Here they delight in sharing the latest gossip and like while enjoying a little snack. You come up quite often in those talks recently, Master Derek. So much so that I find myself intrigued. If it's not a burden for you, how would you much enjoy having to come see me again sometime? Oh, we will. I should point out that some of these teachers are going to be in the same location as others. But it'll make more sense to you later on. Why, if it isn't Derek? I have a question for you. Do you find my class difficult? A little bit, yeah. It kind of goes a little all over the place in terms of art, but yeah. Perhaps you need to improve how I convey the material. So, Derek, you chose to take on the gyms as part of your treasure hunt. That must mean you like Pokemon battles, is that correct? One naturally becomes skilled as doing what they enjoy. That must be why you are so strong. Do forgive me for springing such an odd question upon you so suddenly. I ought to find myself pondering the nature of strength these days. Anyway, thank you again for your input, Derek. Can we talk to you again? No, we cannot. Hopefully these heart-to-hearts won't last too long, because I want to try to get through this as much as I can. You. Oh my, if it isn't Derek! Please forgive me if this is an odd question. Were you perhaps watching me from afar just now? No, I just got here. Yes, I suppose you wouldn't have been doing something like that. I'm sorry. You see, oh, how should I put this? Recently, there have been times when I feel as if I'm being watched. Not by a Pokemon, mind you, but by a person. I thought it might be a ghost, so I tried asking my sister for help. She said it most likely isn't one. She's good with ghost-type Pokemon, you know. Perhaps one of my students is quietly watching me, waiting for a chance to ask me a question. It is a possibility. Goodness, if that wasn't an intense gaze I felt. If you notice someone with a sort of fire in their eye, come tell me, won't you? If they are too shy to come asking me themselves, then I'll go to them. Well, you could. The only real catch is that... And it's like the thing that's just happening today. People often keep forgetting that they think it's some sort of weakness of asking for help. And I am actually one of those people who actually fell for this. It's not. Think of it as it building up your strength of sorts. Hello. Hello there, Derek. I try to visit the schoolyard from time to time. It's good to see young ones with so much energy and vigor. To you? That's a bit of a surprise to hear you say. You're one of the young ones too, you know? Master Hassel, might I have a word? Huh? You, what are you doing here? I have told you many times not to bother me here at the academy. Yet I am bound to come. Our treasure future is of paramount importance. It was good speaking with you, Derek. Something important has come up, so I must excuse myself now. Let us discuss this matter elsewhere. Come. Now we got this moment. Derek, I'm in a bit of a pinch. Take a look at this. Miss Palmer really doesn't seem to be feeling well. I don't know if the poor thing can even stand up. What should I do? What should I do? Is he just a potion on it? Oh, right! I can use a potion. Do you have anyone on you, Derek? This'll fix you right up, my friend. Potion power, go! Yay! Phew. That seems to have done the trick in just in the nick of time. But this one doesn't appear to belong to a trainer. Could a wild Pokemon have wandered onto the Academy grounds? Still, I can't just leave it here alone without anyone to make sure it's okay. It's decided that I, Salvatore, will just have to lend all the helping hands I have to take care of Polly in his touch-and-go situation. Merci very much for your advice, Derek. Adios, au revoir, farewell. You definitely have a little bit of some French in here, buddy. Alright. We'll go and check up on these two in the cafeteria. But they're having some nice grub along the way. Wait, no. I want to stay in here. Thank you. Derek? You scared me. Are you cooking something? Oh no, I'm not here for anything food related at all. I was just walking around the entrance hall, and I felt that intense gaze that I told you about before. So I quickly ducked into the cafeteria here. The cafeteria has only one entrance, so I thought I might be able to discover the identity of the person watching me if they followed me in here. Ah, someone just come. Huh? That's weird. I thought I saw her come in here. I guess I won't be able to ask my question today either. That girl. I felt like I've seen her several times before. She seems to be a student here, but I get the feeling that her question is not about her studies. Next time I see her, maybe I'll go start up a conversation myself. It could have been a little scary being here on my own. I'm glad you were here with me. Hello. Hello, Master Derek of 1A. It has been some time since we last saw you. Ah, yes, a whole 2 minutes. Are you here to eat as well? Yeah, I just kind of wandered in. Drawn in by the irresistible aromas, I imagine. I'm here to serve at the student cafeteria, let's say. I'm observing the nutritional content of the food that our students partake of on a regular basis. One item on the menu here that I'm particularly interested in is the peanut butter sandwich. It is sweet and delicious, quite delicious. Yes, perhaps I will order one right now. Oh look, Mr. Saguaro. He's so fashionable and cool. Get the teacher comes into the cafeteria too, huh? Do you think he'll have an egg sandwich? No way. If he gets anything here, it'll definitely be something spicy, like the 5-alarm sandwich. Oh, he's so cool. He'll definitely get that wild and spicy fire alarm sandwich. Oh boy. What about fire alarm sandwich? I do enjoy the thrill of spicy food. Bad idea, buddy. You're gonna be up all night with that. Yes, you suggested I have a peanut butter sandwich, Master Derek. I suppose I shall have to try one if you insist. That was close. I almost forced myself to order something spicy. My least favorite of flavors. Trust me, that's the least of your problems. I think you were restraining me, Master Derek. It seems as the students tend to view me as a fashionable and cool, or even, dare I say it, exuding a sort of brooding strength. A bit of acting in such a way as not to destroy their image of me. I showed my true colors to you just now without thinking. Please keep this as a secret between us. Oh, don't worry, buddy. Like I said, that's the least of your problems. You eating that 5-alarm sandwich? You're gonna be in the toilets for a long time there, buddy boy.
And it's not exactly gonna be in a good way, to say the least. Watching you.
Let's see. You. Oh! Well, hello there, young Derek. I'm sorry I was lost. I thought I didn't notice you approach. I feel I must have again apologize for what transpired in the schoolyard. I'm of course referring to how I rather suddenly had to take my leave when we were still engaged in conversation. The woman showed up as a dragon tamer, and a relative of mine, I might add. You see, I come from a very long line of trainers specialized in dragon-type Pokemon. There was a child in our family who was expected to stand at its head and lead it to greatness. But the young lad, rebellious little fellow that he was, ran away from home one day. He made quite the show of it too, swearing he'd make a living with music. A lot happened since then, and now he's out the art teacher and Elite Four member before you. So I so rudely took my leave during our last conversation. My dear relative encouraged me to give up teaching and return home at last. I've been told the current leader of my family, that is to say, my father, is in poor health. Oh, but I do apologize. Perhaps I am not cut out for teaching after all. What sort of teacher grumbles on and on at his own student? You're a great teacher. This is normal. Ah, my dear Derek, you have no idea how much your words mean to me. Thank you. Thank you very much. And you keep going there, buddy. And of course, if family is more important, then you do have every right to go to them. Don't let other people think otherwise. Because if they tell you otherwise, you have every right to put them in detention! Oh, my dear Derek! Thanks to your advice from before, upon me is, well, just see for yourself. Yeah, feeling better, but this particular pommy may just be a bit meek, I suppose. I understand took a look as well, and she says there's nothing wrong with it health-wise. So it shouldn't have any injuries, ailments, or the like. Even so, it never utters so much as a cry, which is odd. That part of even Mr. Jack is stumped. Sorry that I couldn't be of any help. Don't worry about it. I have some other information now thanks to the Academy's security cameras, though. It seems Palmy was attacked by a wild Pokemon and fled here to the Academy ground. Maybe it's still in a bit of shock from that experience and can't bring itself to speak yet? Ah, PTSD. Yep, if that's the case, there's absolutely no problem with keeping quiet. Pas de problème. We could just attendre. Wait, that is, until it feels like talking. That's all we can really do, really. Even if you can't speak all sorts of languages, there's no guarantee that you can understand what's going on in someone's heart. But have no fear, I won't give up. No, I'll keep on trying until we figure out each other. Let's see here. I think these should be the last encounters that we'll be having with our teachers. She's right over here. Derek, help me out. Help me keep an eye out, would you? I set up a little ambush here for that girl who keeps watching me. She'll be here any second. An ambush? Well, you see, it's not very pleasant knowing she's just staring at me all the time. And now I know what she looks like after seeing her in the cafeteria. Ah! It's you, isn't it? You're the one who's been secretly watching me recently. The time? How do you know I guess you must have noticed me. I'm so sorry. Well, of course I noticed. You were watching me practically all day, every day, after all. I assume there's something you want to ask me. Yes, I do. I've been a huge fan of yours since your time as a gym leader, and I love rock-type moves so very much. Oh my. But you just suddenly retired from your post as gym leader a year and a half ago. Ah, a little bit more of a lore to this. Why did you quit? My goodness, is that all you wanted to ask? Yes, your reason for retiring was never made public. But it's well known among the students here that you just avoided the question anytime it asked. I thought it would be rude to ask you a question that you don't want to answer, so I just couldn't find the courage to ask. So that's why your gaze felt so very intense. I see. Forgive me. So very intense? Never mind that. As for the reason I quit my job as gym leader, I simply want to focus more on my job as a teacher. It's not that I dislike being a gym leader or anything of the sort. Quite the contrary. Talking about the gym fills me with feeling of nostalgia and sadness. That's why I always avoid answering the question when students ask. Oh, I see. Do you have any plans of becoming a gym leader again? No, I'm afraid I don't plan to do so. My sister's doing a splendid job as gym leader in my stead. I personally find being a teacher most enjoyable these days. But since I'm here, in fact, your teacher, I would appreciate if you would just call me Miss Time. As a student too, and not just Time. Okay, I'm sad to hear that, but I understand. Thank you so much, Miss Time. Well, I suppose that solves the mystery. That made me so nervous. I said so many things. I tried to sound cool. I was certainly a little scared when I felt that girl's intense gaze on me. But having you here with me allowed me to do what needed to be done and to face what turned out to be one of my biggest fans. I must thank you for always showing up at just the right time, Derek. Let me show you my appreciation a little. I hope these help you on your adventure. 50 Rock Terror Shards! So yeah, Miss Time. She was once the rock-type gym leader here in Paldea, but she ended up resigning to go on to teaching a year and a half ago. Exactly at this very same time for when the whole Starhead situation got completely out of hand. You ever wonder about why this was the case? Well, here you go. A little bit of lore for you guys. Well, hello there, Derek. You always seem to appear in the most crucial of moments. Well, you see, Master Hassel, I'm here to collect you. So I see. I'm glad you finally made up your mind about taking your place as leader of the family. Well, it is indeed true that I have made up my mind. I have made up my mind to continue teaching here at the academy. How could you? Are you saying you don't care what happens in our proud lineage? I am saying I have other priorities. Have a look around the art decorated in this room, would you? The children are letting their senses, their perspectiveness, and grow freely. I do not wish to say that protecting our family's ancient bloodline is of no importance. I simply wish to see young talent blossom and grow into the future. It just seems so much more fun to me, if I'm being honest. What utter nonsense! And yet, your fearless, unflinching commitment to that nonsensical vision proves that you're worthy of carrying the will of the dragons, Master Hassel. I will not give up. I will come as many times as I need in order to change your mind. Oh, by all means, my door is open. I think you'll soon find you've met your match in stubbornness. You thought I could be cowed by some stories spun up by my father's deteriorating health? I am not so easily fooled. I will return another day. I'm sorry you had to see all that. I was so very close in resigning my post as teacher and returning to my home. But the student here gave me a courage to say no. That includes you, Derek. Your words truly brought me strength. I cannot think of a way I can possibly repay my debt to you young ones. Take this, if you will, insufficient as it may be expressing the full beat of my gratitude. 50 Dragon Terror Shards. Now then, let it be clear to all. I, Hassel, will continue on my chosen path as instructor to the use of our world. It's not confirmed, and I don't know if this is really the case, but... Actually, I want to look up the name of this person real quickly, because I'm very curious about this, because if what I'm getting at is true... Because I truly believe that it's not confirmed... Let's see here. It's not confirmed if whether or not if he could potentially be a relative to that of either Drayden from the Universe region or... Come on. Or Drake from that head of Hoenn, who happens to be in the Elite Uniform from Hoenn. Yeah, like I said, it's not confirmed if that's the case, but if it is indeed the case, then it would make sense if Drake wouldn't be the ideal choice on that because he's already gotten up there in age. But I haven't really looked more into this. Palmier is as healthy as can be. Well, it seems to be quite... well. But it's hard for a Pokemon to communicate with a fellow without speaking up. As you know, wild Pokemon use their cries to tell each other all sorts of things. But the location of food or whether there are predators nearby. So even if I were to release it back into the wild, I'm afraid they may not be able to do those sort of things. What do you think, Derek? Where does Palmer belong? Why don't we just keep him here? Here at the academy? So you think he would stay here with me? I was so focused on getting it back in good health that I could return to the wild that I didn't even consider that possibility. What do you think about that idea, my little Palmy friend? It spoke. Palmy! It spoke at last! Even though speaking Pokemon language myself, I know that reply means yes! Oh, my dear Derek, mercy so very, very much over all your help with Palmy! All the more reason you should have this. Here, a rare Pokemon for you to raise. We gained a Meowth, but this is no ordinary Meowth. I'm so happy. Yes, I, Salvatore, would take it upon myself to look after Palmy for good. I will indeed. I believe this particular Meowth is no ordinary Meowth. Yes! We have a Galarian Meowth. You know, the kind that everyone truly thinks and that is as weird as it is and that no one wants to deal with in the first place. Yeah, that. Alright. Master Derek! There's something that I would very much like to ask you for your help with. Why did the music stop? Well, you see, I do not want anyone to overhear this, but... heard rumors of an incredibly sweet condiment that exists somewhere in the Paldea region. I have some must experience that Abramusio sweetness for myself. You are the only one who knows of my insatiable sweet tooth. Thus, I have no one else I could turn to for help on this matter. Arvin. I cannot go looking for this condom myself unless I destroy the image students have of me. I will pay you for your troubles, of course. Give it some thought and just pique your interest. In the meantime, I will gather what information I can about this incredibly sweet condiment. I will share what I find with you as soon as I have more detailed information. Oh, don't worry. We'll get to that. Make sure there was nothing else. Right now! Master Derek, about the matter in which I need your help. I have discovered the name of the incredibly sweet condiment. It is called Sweet Herba Mystica. If you should find it during the course of your treasure hunts, I would be grateful if you would share some with me. So, by that point, you should be able to be encountering Terra and raid battles up to level 5 or 5-star and above. There are certain sort of Terra raids and that will give you the chance of getting certain Herba Mysticas, but they can be a little bit rare to come by. Lucky for us, we already got some. Master Derek, have you anything to report about the Sweet Herba Mystica? So this is Sweet Herba Mystica! Yes, let's create something with it right away. It's so very sweet! Why, what immersible sweetness is like a sweeter honey, a much sweeter honey. Yes, as if honey sweetness were multiplied by 100. Hey, Mr. Guana, what you eating? Oh, it smells super sweet, and it looks so happy eating it. No, you see, there is a reason for this. You don't look like someone who likes sweets, but that's pretty cool. Pretty cool? I've spent my entire life trying to maintain the image that others have of me. But now I see that it's possible to reconcile the difference between my outward appearance and my inner love for sweets. Oh, the Master Derek, here's a reward for your efforts as promised. A Slowpoke Cup. A cup will have big-time Pokemon fans. Kids will happily drink out of it, making it a boon to parents. Thanks to you, I was able to have a most delectable sweet experience. Moreover, I even felt that my narrow-minded views have broadened ever so slightly. Please accept my heartiest of thanks. Yeah? There's nothing else left. We pretty much just covered everything that I wanted to show off. And so, with all of that, it is time for us to finally put an end to the main game. That is everything that we can do. And next time, we begin the DLC. The Teal Mask. See you guys then.